In this week's Realty Rant, we're talking credit. What you need to know about your credit score, how to protect it, improve it, and keep it secure. Realtor Vincent Arcuri and Mary Pinion of Commerce Mortgage join us today with plenty more on the credit score. Thank you so much for coming in today.
We're excited. 30 days into it, Morning Blend. It's like, you know, Morning Blend mania is sweeping Tampa. We're just excited to be part of it.
Two things, I did not know that until Vince just told me. And second thing, I promise I did not pay him to say that. Thank you so much. And let's start out with you. You know, Vince, some people I think are a little intimidated when they think about credit score, like, oh gosh, mine might not be good enough to apply for that mortgage.
Right.
Normal fears?
Well, it's normal fears. You know, my biggest thing that I tell people is before you even think about putting your house on the market, you should really get pre-approved through a lender, because you know, you sell your house, you go under contract, and then you find out there's identity theft and all the things we've talked about previously. You really should check that out in advance just to make sure the ship sails smoothly throughout the whole process of buying and selling your next home. So
first stop when you decide to make a change, visit someone like Mary.
The best that there is in the business.
So Mary, what advice can you give to our viewers, I mean, who may be a little skeptical of their credit score? Is it something to be worried about?
Well, it is, and the most important thing in getting a mortgage is your credit. And so often people are not aware of what really goes into it and what's going on with it. And so when you call me, I can pre-approve you, I can check your credit. If there's problems with your credit, there's a lot of solutions that we can do. One thing you do not want to do is you don't want to pay thousands of dollars to go to these credit repair companies that what they do is they go in and dispute the bad things on your credit, and then when they find out that they really are true, what happens is your credit score goes right back down again. You cannot secure a mortgage if you have disputes on your credit. And there are companies that charge thousands of dollars and all they do is dispute it. But there are things that we can do to help you improve your credit score.
And then one of the interesting things is, even if they can get these items taken off, usually after a month or two, when it's verified that it's a legitimate issue, it goes right back on your credit report again. So it's just literally money wasted.
You're just missing the money. So safe to say, Mary, you're also kind of a coach to help people in this process and in some of those ways to improve. What are some of those ways to improve your credit scores?
Well, always time will improve it. But if you've had a catastrophic thing, a foreclosure, a short sale, a bankruptcy, there are programs out there that you can still get a mortgage. And you're correct. You need to be coached, you need to know what you need to do. But before you even begin, the only way you're really going to know is if we have checked your credit and find out what the picture really is. There's also a huge misconception out there that you don't want to let a lot of people pull your credit because it lowers your score. However, if you're shopping for a student loan, an automobile, or a mortgage, then it does not lower your score. And oh, by the way, I have that in writing because there's so many people that don't believe that. So
you're ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Well, Vince, one of the things I want to bring up, so many years ago when the bottom fell out of real estate, a lot of people were faced with situations that they had to foreclose or do a short sale. How does that impact credit score? Should people think like, okay, well, as a result, I can't get a mortgage now?
Well, I will tell you, a lot of people have thought that. A lot of my customers have thought that, and I've turned them over to Mary, and Mary's gotten so many of them approved. It's just unbelievable. So the time ramifications, Mary, as far as like how long does that take after a foreclosure?
Well, a foreclosure takes 3 years. On some programs you can do 2 years, but there are programs that are coming back into the marketplace now that I'm not telling you it's a good idea, but that you can get a mortgage after 1 day out of foreclosure. Now you're going to have a higher rate. But, you know, you can still get a mortgage.
Went away. We still have them here in Tampa.
Correct.
Well, I think it's safe to say, though, time's your best friend when it comes to your credit score.
Absolutely.
And information.
information.
And you know, surrounding yourself with knowledgeable people, whether it be your real estate agent or your lender, because I will say in closing that so many times over the years where I've done a deal where the other agent wasn't able to get their client financing on my listing, and we've turned them over to Mary, and I can't count the times Mary's gotten them done. So it does, everybody's ability varies definitely in this industry.
Well, that's a great segue, because for more information, you can just call Cooperative Real Estate at 813-846-2368 or log on to realtyrant.com.